Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to BNN.
Had a rough life for the last 4 or 5 years.
I've been performing all over the world, Jeff. I know you know that. And right now, I live in Huruma because of Joe Mwangi. Jeff, to be sincere with you, I've been performing all over the world. Like, I've performed in Rwanda, performed in Germany, in China, and I've not got even a single penny. My mom is really suffering right now, Jeff, as we talk. I know she's working right now. She sells sweet. I live in Huruma in a single room, Jeff.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
And your mother sells sweets and cigarettes at night?
Yeah. It's because of Joe Mwangi. I've been traveling all over the country. I've been performing, Jeff. But I don't even get a single penny. My mom doesn't get a single penny. And when I asked Joe Mwangi, who's not now my manager, he was my manager, but he's not now. My manager currently is Becky Wangare. I know you know her. Yeah, so because of Jeff Mwangi, I live in a single room right now with my mom. And it's really so sad, Jeff. People are telling me that I'm rude. People are telling me that I'm a brat because I post things on Instagram which I don't really know, Jeff. I don't know about them. I don't have access to my accounts, my social media accounts. It's Jeff Mwangi who controls them.
Not Jeff, Joe.
It is Joe Mwangi, sorry.
Jeff, I'm Jeff.
Sorry. It's Joe Mwangi.
All right.
So, last Wednesday, Jeff Koinange hosted these three young, beautiful women to tell their stories on how they inspire other people and how they've grown and climbed out of adversity. And the story today will be focusing on one, Wendy Waeni, and her struggle with her manager called Joe. Our story tonight focuses on Wendy Waeni's allegations, and Wendy Waeni went on JK Live and accused her manager of exploiting her and taking advantage of her. She claimed that she had never received a cent from his manager for all the tours, shows she's ever done, and this is just unacceptable. This is completely unacceptable. It really makes me sad that your manager can take advantage of you at this, and the way she was so young. Now I think she's 14 years old and she's been managed, I think, for the last 3-4 years. And imagine all those years and all that time this guy has just been siphoning off her earnings and keeping it to himself, and it's just ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous, and it's such a shame that we have such scammers in Kenya. And I want to address some of the things she said in the video, and since I did a little investigating, and this is what I found. So Wendy Waeni said that her manager has been in charge of her social media presence for quite some time, and she's trying to get it back. And Kenyans have seen some of her posts, and Kenyans really stated that she was rude and she was entitled and she was embarrassing. And I found a few posts that support this theory, and I'd like to show them to you. I tried following on Instagram, but she has a private account for quite some time, so I couldn't find anything, but thank God KOT always comes through and Kenyan media always comes through. So back in August 2018, Wendy Waeni posted on her Instagram page congratulating a Kenyan musician by the name Eddie. She was congratulating the artist for being appointed as a brand ambassador for Kenyan Tourist Board, and this is a screenshot of what she had to say in the statement, and I'll read it for you. How many of these local artists who are complaining and shouting actually shoot their videos in wildlife parks or showcase our elephants? Shooting your video at Moi Avenue won't and will never land you such deals. As I said, I'm Rwanda Air Ambassador and I'm a Kenyan. We're hating on Eddie simply because he's from Uganda. How many of you are complaining with our national parks and our tourist sites, yet you want to be appointed by KTB? Sorry. Again, I repeat, shooting your videos pale kwa Moi Avenue and swimming pools can't and will never land you such a deal, but you, Eddie, is landed, okay? I will tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. Instead of hating on Eddie, kindly focus on your business. Kenyans found this post offensive, as it's highly inconceivable that a child would actually write all this nonsense, and Kenyans had a lot of backlash on it. I can show you screenshots of what Kenyans had to say. And also the comedian Jalangoo responded to this, and he responded to it by saying, I know this is not you, but if those are your thoughts on this issue, then I'm sorry for you. And then Wendy Waeni, and I use Wendy Waeni loosely here because I think it's his manager. I don't think, I think at the time she was almost 12, 13 years old. I don't think a 12-year-old girl has this many opinions to give on the internet. So Wendy Waeni decides to say, I also know this is not you. Hey Jalas, you ran away with my Kenya shillings 4,500 when I was still struggling in the industry. Amo umesahau. Remember the day you invited me to your show? Remember what you lied? I have been waiting for this chance, but finally it's here. Hii dunia ni ndogo sana. I do not think 12 years have this much pettiness level, and this is epic. So Wendy Waeni, aka Joe, decides to post this on her Instagram and says, Jalangoo, when are you paying my 4,500 that you ran away with when I was still struggling in this industry? In case you're forgotten, let me just remind you that on that day you almost made us walk from Mombasa Road to Huruma. Hii dunia ni ndogo sana. Before jumping to comment on my posts, you would here remember what you did sometimes back. This man is exhausting. This man is just exhausting. Anyway, so Jalangoo did not take this kindly, and he also responded to the accusations by saying, rarely do I do this, but I'm forced to. This is a brilliant young girl with a great future. Her name is Wendy Waeni, and I think she is 11. On my show, Jalangoo with the Money, I had a segment called Next on Stage. This was a platform to showcase your talent. After hosting her on radio through his manager, they requested that I host them on the show, which I did. Just like I hosted over 100 other celebrities. Sad that today when I asked that and commented on her opinion about Eddie Kenzo being the ambassador of KTB, she got irked and said that I ran away with her money, 4,500. I was really like, 4,500 for what? Did we agree on pay for appearing on a show you begged me to be in? Did we even call you for the show? And why 4,500? Was there such an agreement? I know it's not her that ran her account, but her manager. You have a great future. Don't allow yourself to go in this direction of abuse. You may want more doors open for you. Don't close the few. You are 11 years. As you climb up, don't break the ladder. You might need it on your way up. There are people we owe, and those that owe us, they are still our clients, and we are their friends. God bless you in your career, and may your dreams come true. I liked how Jalangoo handled this. She handled this with such maturity and poise. And Joe, as a manager of a young, brilliant star, do you really not think? So unfortunate. So understandably, Kenyans were offended by her comments and how she handled the situation, and I guess this is why Kenyans have the impression that Wendy Waeni has been rude, entitled, privileged, and this is why she commented on it in the video saying, Kenyans thinking I'm such a way, but guys, it's not me, it's my manager. Joe has been accused by other Kenyans of conning them and scamming them, as evidenced by users on Facebook and Twitter sharing screenshots of their experience, as they were promised an opportunity to work with Wendy Waeni, but alas, as with all con men, this is how it goes. You send them money and they disappear, and they just disappear. I never thought I would say this about Mike Sonko, but Sonko is starting to make so much sense. When he made the post about Kenyan single mothers should expose their deadbeat fathers, and any politicians or any evidence they have, they should send to him to expose them. And now I totally see where these people come from and how a missing parent can affect how the experiences a child go through. Because in my mind, I figure if Waeni's father had been there for her and for the mother, maybe this incident would never happen. Because it seemed Wendy Waeni and her mother really leaned on this man that they thought was there to help them and support them, and they really leaned on to him as a father figure. And disappointments, so much disappointments. He should really be ashamed for what he did, and it really saddens me that there are people who will take advantage of you. There are always people there just to take advantage of other people, and it's so heartbreaking, and especially for someone this young to be so talented and your career just goes up in smoke because of the management of the people you surround yourself with. It is really heartbreaking. I did a little research on YouTube and found Wendy Waeni's channel. Her name is Wendy Waeni's Channel Official, and I found videos of when Jeff Koinange actually first visited the duo Wendy Waeni in Huruma, where she was in this school where they teach young girls to, I guess, follow their passions and do more than just school and books and be a doctor and be a lawyer. And I actually found clips of Wendy Waeni and her manager Joe, and I was actually shocked.
Well, Jeff.
It seems like this is someone she's come up with from the bottom, from poverty. This is someone they came up from the very beginning, and it actually is surprising to me that someone you came up with can actually turn out to be this kind of person who takes advantage, who steals from you. Someone who you came up with from the bottom, someone who understands poverty and was there at your very beginning, can turn out to be this person who scams people, doesn't give you your just pay. Your mother, your own mother is selling sweets just to make money, and you're living in such poverty, while on Instagram you're being shown as this lifestyle traveling around Europe. And it's this story really upsets me and makes me really sad that there are this kind of people in the world. So I do support the call for this should be investigated by the proper authorities, and we should really find out the truth. I understand that we've gotten the story from one side. This is Wendy Waeni, but I don't think a child would be lying, and lying to this magnitude. I don't think a child would lie to this magnitude, that we even have other people corroborating her story and giving supporting evidence of what kind of a man this Wendy Waeni, this Joe is. And it's, yeah, DCI Kenya, take action, take action. We need to support the creatives and the talented people in this country so that we grow this industry. We cannot let a few people profit off the backs of other people's talent. And for Wendy Waeni, don't give up, don't lose hope. You're talented, and whatever the world throws at you, you're the star. You're the star. You can come out of this, and there are a lot of people who will support you. You're the star, and no one can take that away from you. No one can ever take that away from you. So take heart. I hope you figure it out. And I guess that's all from me for this story. I wish the world was a little more fair. I wish the world was a little more fair. Anyway, that's all from me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.